Jose Mourinho has slated Paul Scholes' criticism of Paul Pogba and claimed all the Manchester United great does as a pundit is criticise. Scholes claimed on BT Sport that Pogba strolled through United's draw with Southampton on Saturday, but Pogba recovered with a man-of-the-match display in United's 2-0 New Year's Day win at Everton. Mourinho was asked about Scholes' comments on Pogba's performance against the Saints and suggested certain pundits are jealous they're not part of the United coaching setup. "The only thing Paul Scholes does is to criticise," Mourinho said. "Which is a different thing, but not every one of us has to be phenomenal like he was as a player. He was a phenomenal player. That doesn't all mean we all have to be phenomenal. Paul Pogba tries to do his best all the time and sometimes he plays very well, sometimes he plays well, sometimes he doesn't play so well. It's not Paul's fault that he made much more money than Paul Scholes. It's not Paul Pogba's fault, it's just the way football is. But I think Scholes will be in the history as a phenomenal player, but not as a pundit. So I prefer to look at him as a phenomenal player that gave so much to the club I am proud to represent and give my humble contribution. Every day I try to do my best. If one day Paul decides to be a manager, I wish that he can be 25% as successful as myself. 50% is 12.5 silverware, 25% is around 6. If he is 25% he will be quite happy. But in my mind Paul Scholes is one of the best players I have ever seen playing in midfield. And he gave so much to my club that I only can thank him for that, because the prestige of this club is based on people like him." Ryan Giggs also spoke unflatteringly about the running of United recently, and Mourinho added on certain pundits, "I think they would love to be here, in the club, and that's a problem that I cannot resolve. The performance was really good, so maybe I'm lucky this time, and the kings of the rock and roll that said IWASNT performing last month will say I'm performing." Louis van Gaal said earlier this season how troubling it became during his second season in charge at United when former players started yapping. Get all the latest Manchester United news first with our new app. Download it here now.